Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. Today we're looking at the Marvel Legends series X-Men set with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. And we are more specifically looking at the Wolverine figure from this particular wave. Comes on a standard Marvel Legends series package. Again, this is pretty bare bones. There's not a whole lot going on as far as the packaging goes. It does have the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure up at the top, a nice X-Men logo there in the side. Character art on each of the sides. Then on the back, we've got a little bit more going on. We've got a nice character shot here of Wolverine, a quick synopsis of the character itself, along with the other figures from the wave, and the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. Pretty cool looking, but let's go ahead and open it up. Single piece of tape holding this one flap in place. Quick slice, and we should be into this thing. Again, this is all recycling material after you get done with it. The bubble thing here lifts out of the insert. It's just plain old cardboard there, so back into the recycling stack. We have included here the Build-A-Figure piece, which is the Juggernaut's head. The helmet isn't really removable from the actual head underneath. That's okay. We'll take a closer look at this once we actually get all the pieces together, and we'll do a quick review and build the figure actually. Let's go ahead and pull the figure itself out. Wolverine looks very nice. Some of the claws look a little off, kind of come a little mangled in the packaging. I'm sure we can straighten that out at some point, but the figure looks pretty nice though, just cursory glance. Accessory wise, we have these two other exchangeable hands, the ones without the claws in them. Beyond that, there is nothing else in the package. So not a lot of accessories, but we're used to that by now, so no big problem. So let's go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look now. This is actually a pretty cool looking figure. It's Wolverine in his classic brown and yellow costume, and they've done a good job here with the sculpt. Lots of detail work in the actual sculpt itself. You can see all the musculature every which way. Nice sculpting work on this belt. It is a separate piece. It does kind of move around, so you can move it to reposition it if you need to. The head sculpt is pretty amazing looking. I don't see any problems with paint or anything like that. Got a little bit of stray yellow paint on his back, but beyond that, everything looks pretty good on this figure. Just what stands out to me at the beginning is the color of his costume on his torso is just a little bit off from the costume on his legs. It's a little bit brighter on his legs than his chest here, but the chest and the head match, so no big deal there. Again, the sculpting work on this thing is done really well. It looks really nice. Very nice, actually. If you look closely at like his legs, you can see some veins popping out on his calves there, and some nice wrinkles in his clothing there. So that's a pretty cool little effects that they put in. All in all, very nice job here. Articulation wise, we've got the head that rotates 360 degrees. He does have the extended neck joint here, so he can look down at his feet and can look up at the sky. Very nice there. Pretty cool. Should be able to get in some good poses. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard swivel at the top of the bicep. He's got the double elbow joints there. And swivel and rocker at the wrists. You also notice that he has the extended shoulder articulation piece here, so his shoulders come all the way forward and then go all the way back. So you get some really cool looking poses out of this guy. Very nice job here. He's got the standard rocker feature at the midsection here, so you can bend over quite a bit there and rocks back pretty well. He does have the waist twist feature as well. You may have to pop up that belt just a little bit to get it to move the way you want it, and then slide it down a little bit after you're done. Standard T-hook type hip joints. Again, we've had some problems with a lot of this wave with the fact that they actually don't extend out as far as I would like. But as far as that goes, he can bend his leg back a lot further than most of these guys can, and it goes forward, so nice there. He also had the standard swivel at the top of the thigh. Very nice. You got a double knee joint there, and then the actually he does have the calf twist feature as well. You'll notice you may have some problems with the boots maybe getting in the way depending on how you're doing this, but it is kind of a flexible plastic on his boot covers, so you should be able to bend it around enough to get by whatever you're trying to get with there. Standard rocker and swivel at the ankle as well, so lots of flexibility there. He also has some nice detail work in the bottom of his boots. Pretty cool looking. Some actual tread on them things. Then looking at his claws, which is a standard trademark for Wolverine, of course. They are this real kind of soft plasticky stuff. As you'll notice, this one is a little bit bent in the wrong direction, so you may have to take yours and put something in there to get it to separate and to go into the remold back into the way you want it to. Kind of odd, but that's what this one is doing. One of my claws has a little extra paint on it as well. Not that big a deal, but just something you may want to be on the lookout for. The other side looks pretty good. Does have, again, a little bit of paint on one of those claws. But all in all, they look really nice. One of the things I will mention here is the fact that these claws are actually removable, so you can just grab them and pull them out and they just pop right out. So if you have any of the previous releases, you can probably swap them out for different claws if you want to. And they should just pop back in place there. My hands are a little bit big, so it's... There we go. Almost. They do seem a little flimsy for prolonged taking them out and putting them back in kind of stuff, so you probably won't want to do that a whole lot. Accessory wise, he does come with a second set of hands, so you can just pop these off at the wrist and put the other ones back in there, and then you can have the non-clawed hands rather than popping those claws out and moving them. So you've got some choices at least, and they look really nice. They work really well. Put that one back in there. So you should be able to get a lot of different poses out of this guy. It's a very awesome looking figure, to be honest with you. As far as the scale goes, I know in the comics he's supposed to be much shorter than everybody else, so here he is with Cable. See if we can line them up mostly at the bottom here of the screen. And you'll notice that they've actually got the scale about right here. Cable towers over him, which is pretty good. And if we take Rogue as well, you can see that she is taller than Wolverine as well, so that's nice that they actually got the scale right here. Or at least pretty close to being right. So yeah, all in all, this is a really cool figure. I really like this one a lot. They did an amazing job with this thing. Lots of detail work. Just all around excellent figure. Probably my favorite, I guess, out of the set, to be honest with you. The only real drawback is the claws on mine. So you may, if you can, look in the packaging when you are looking through the shelves. If you're lucky enough to be able to pick, you may want to try to find one that looks like they are not quite bent. But beyond that, this is a great figure. Very awesome job here. That's it for our review today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to drop some comments down below. Subscribe to our channel, like us. Feel free to share it with others if you think it's worth sharing. Till next time,